Strategies to teach a child with diverse ability needs. Today, the purpose of our presentation is to develop a program for Lucas to overcome his linguistic problems. At first, we will introduce the scenario on the child, then we will talk about midterm goals and long-term goals we plan as our teaching strategies for that child. Finally, we will conclude with a short summary of the whole presentation.
Now we are going to introduce the scenario on the child. Lucas is a 6-year-old boy that comes from China. He and his family just settled down in Australia about 3 months. Lucas is currently in the prep level and has a very poor spoken English. His parents have some basic English skill, but they usually speak Mandarin at home. In this case, because of the language problem, Lucas faced with some difficulties at school. For instance, he cannot understand and follow teachers' instruction very well. Meanwhile, he has trouble communicating and interacting with his peers, and he also feels it's hard to complete the in-class task. Therefore, Lucas has a poor educational outcome, and he often feels excluded and has a sense of inferiority at school. He finds it difficult to engage with the English learning environment. Accordingly, we have come up with some specific strategies to improve Lucas' English learning and overall development.
And for the teaching program, we made both midterm goals and long-term goals for Lucas. For the midterm goals, to begin with, we will create a welcoming and culturally inclusive environment to encourage Lucas to fully integrate into the new learning environment. More specifically, creating and maintaining a welcoming and culturally inclusive environment will make Lucas feel accepted and develop a sense of belonging. Afterwards, he can quickly integrate into this new learning environment and improve his English proficiency. Children always gain various experiences from their surrounding environments, and these experiences can indirectly affect their trajectory of development. As Vygotsky demonstrated, that environment plays an important role in children's development, especially in the social aspects of development. This implies that a healthy environment has the potential for positively influencing all areas of children's development. Particularly, language and learning are nurtured in the environment. If there are always positive and inclusive attitudes towards children's cultural differences, which can make them feel included, secure, and supported, then they will grow in confidence to explore, interact, and learn. In this case, as role models, we will ensure all children are treated equitably, reduce their bias and prejudice, and then maintain this welcoming and culturally inclusive environment for Lucas. Within this kind of learning environment, Lucas will no longer feel excluded or have the sense of inferiority. He will feel friendly and respected, and then has the opportunity to fully integrate into the new environment, to explore and learn. Most importantly, Lucas is able to feel confident and develop his sense of being and belonging in this new learning environment. Hence, he may begin to make friends or talk more with other peers. And due to these increasing interactions, Lucas' English skills can be gradually improved. Moreover, we will invite Lucas' parents to come into the class and assist him in promoting language skills for 1 or 2 weeks. Children learn in the context of their families, and families are always their first and the most influential teachers. Linking to Bronfenbrenner's bioecological system theory, the first layer outside the child's circle is microsystem, which suggests the most influence on the child's overall development. And this microsystem consists of the family, school, peers, and all experiences about the child. This implies that families, especially parents, have the most direct impacts on children's development. Meanwhile, children's overall outcomes are most likely to be achieved when families, teachers, and schools work together to support their learning and well-being. In this case, we are supposed to encourage Lucas' parents to participate in and contribute to his learning and development experiences. What's more, children's cognitive development can be enriched when they are assisted or scaffolded by parents or other adults. And it is obvious that if there are assistance or support from adults, then it will be easier for children to solve problems or complete tasks. Consequently, we will invite Lucas' mother or father to come into the class and help him develop his English skills. Being accompanied by parents in the class will make Lucas feel confident to learn and interact. His parents can assist him with the in-class tasks and use their first language as well as English to help him understand teachers' talking or instructions. During this process, Lucas' parents can encourage him to talk in English and ask help from his peers so that his English proficiency will be enhanced. In addition to that, inviting Lucas' parents to come into the class ensures that we know more about Lucas' needs, strengths, or weaknesses, and share more ideas and strategies with parents. Afterwards, we may work out various meaningful plans or activities for Lucas' further language learning and overall development. And for the long-term goals,
First of all, we will let Lucas work in small groups and then encourage him to communicate with his peers and develop language skills in different group activities. Children will interact verbally and non-verbally with peers for a range of purposes, contribute their ideas and experience in play, small and large group discussion. Based on Vygotsky's cognitive development theory, the importance of interaction and relationship between more knowledgeable peers cannot be ignored. By communicating and interacting in a native English speaking environment, Lucas' language skill will be improved. At the first stage, Lucas might need his peers' explanation to understand teachers' instruction during the class time. At the second stage, he will get used to the teaching approach, which is quite different from Chinese teaching style. More specifically, with the improvement of his learning skill, Lucas will start understanding the instruction from teachers and making contribution in his group. In particular, our activities are based on Vygotsky's zone approximate development concept, and Lucas may achieve better outcomes. While our group participants can accumulate individuals' experience and the knowledge enabled to transfer through experience beyond the practicing participants. Due to Lucas is afraid of talking in front of the whole class, small group will be more comfortable for him. And at the third stage, Lucas will not just listening and following instruction, but also sharing ideas and be more positive to express his feelings in groups. Children between 4 to 7 years are egocentric and private speech stage, which means children can demonstrate their thinking aloud when they perform the task. Therefore, we will get better understanding with Lucas' thinking while observing. Most importantly, for the emotional and psychological development of Lucas, he will be more confident and positive in future learning. Research has shown that children is not a passive participant in this exchange. The position, the way of behaving, and the degree of engagement of children in everyday practice can transform the experience substantially and play a leading role in how this practice are development. By focus on peer interaction without adult direct supervision, Lucas will take more activity roles of acting in a setting, provided the ability of making decisions and problem solving.
In addition, we will set up an English learning programs for Lucas whose English as a secondary language and increasing Lucas' extra English language practice after class. When educators actively promote children's learning through worthwhile and challenging experiences, it will flourish their high-level thinking skills. Taking account of Bandora's view, educators are conscious of their behavior in the early childhood setting. They model, demonstrate, and act in ways they would wish the children to behave. In this English learning program, for us as an educator, it is critical position whose actors a role of model for support and involvement in Lucas learning. Intentional teaching is characterized by educators taking the lead in deliberately and purposefully initiating and selecting a specific aspect of learning how to focus on. According to Lucas' current English level, we will design suitable lessons to develop his English, such as reading and writing. Lucas will observe and learn the educator's behavior and language. Then they imitate them and use in his daily life and learning. Thus, the educator is a positive model for behavior and conflict resolution and for habits. Achieving a high level of English for Lucas is not a quick thing. It is a process of insistent reception and practice. In every practice, Lucas will be provided lots of opportunities to learn English that are effective and immediate. Lucas' English learning will improve with the educator's intentional teaching. Furthermore, the term of zone of proximal development by Vygotsky shows that the range of activities that a child is in the process of learning to reach a completed understanding. The lowest level of the zone is what the children can accomplish on his own, his independent level. The highest level is what the children can achieve with the assistance of a more knowledgeable other. Vygotsky also argues that the importance of relationship and the interaction between children and more knowledgeable adults and peers, such as an educator. In this case, we need to find various ways that involve Lucas' learning and understanding of English. Learning follows development with the support of the educator and her program. Lucas is able to learn English that go beyond what he could do on himself and over his extra-current developmental level. Active involvement in learning builds Lucas' understanding of the concepts, critical thinking, and inquiry processes necessary for lifelong learning.
Overall, in our today's presentation, we firstly introduced the scenario about the child Lucas, and in the following parts, in order to improve Lucas' English skill as well as his overall development, we discussed the midterm goals, such as create a welcoming and culturally inclusive environment for him, and invite his parents to come into the class, and the long-term goals, such as let Lucas engage in small group activities and set up English program for him as our teaching strategy for him.
And this is our references. Thank you for listening.